So you're fond of sports also.
Yeah, but for soccer, only 4 year. I only watch soccer games every 4 year in the World Cup.
Every 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that sounds um what about other sports aside from soccer?
Before I watch NBA and HBL.
Okay. Then what happened? Why you're no longer watching NBA?
Because I don't know, maybe it's because I don't play basketball now. Yeah.
But then even though you're not playing basketball, but if you're a fan of basketball, you still watch.
Yeah.
Okay, but for you, you're no longer watching.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna discuss the TV series, right?
Yeah. And I had a homework on episode 2.
Yeah. And what is the your homework?
Create a story or invent a story and use the vocabulary words I
Okay.
have learned.
All right. Good. Before we move to that part, let's try to refresh our memory about the characters.
Okay.
So I want you to these characters, because this will be the last part of episode 2. Then we will move to episode 3 after we've done correcting. Just to
Okay.
refresh our memory about it. For me, it seems like um, I sometimes, maybe for. All right. So,
Okay.
oh,
Okay, I
hold on
will
a sec.
start from
We will
Monica.
just take note of that here.
Okay.
It's a bit slow again. Yeah, because my one of the app that's slowing down again. It's the screencast. It's the recording. Yeah.
Recording.
Yeah, it's this class that we have. It's actually being recorded. Today's it's not. It is because it's been raining hard lately, so it
Yeah, I
affects
know.
the connection also. So I don't record. Yeah, but then well, that was since
So
Monday.
you start
Yeah.
from today.
All right, you said you'll start with Monica. Okay, what about
Okay.
Monica?
Yeah. She is a thoughtful woman, and she would love to help out her friends without any uh, price. She's willing to help her friend, and then Rose. He's a gentleman, and and yeah, sometimes you will feel he's not like a man.
Okay,
I
you
think part of
behave
him just behave like a
like
woman.
women. Why? Why did you say so?
Yeah. Because his posture, when he talking about
Oh,
something, he
okay.
will
So
put
that
his
gesture
finger
can,
up.
you can distinguish if a man can be a gay. Okay. Which part? Which part in the episode when he
Yeah, a bit.
like,
Like in
episode 3?
episode 3, when he tried to comfort Phoebe, uh, yeah, he told Phoebe when she is chewing her hair and he feels it is endearing. In the meantime,
Okay.
he yeah
Okay.
he
Well, that
put
sounds
his finger
interesting.
up.
Okay, so part of him behaved like women because his posture. Okay.
Uh,
All right. Next, what else? Mm-hmm.
mhm. When, and then Phoebe, a weird girl, but she is quite a honest woman. When
Mm-hmm. When
she think
she
of something, then
thinks
she
of
just
something,
say it.
she will say it. So you think that Phoebe doesn't think what she's saying? Okay. All right.
Um, yeah, maybe.
Showing.
Okay, then Joy. Um, I don't think uh there is
Okay. Why? Why
any
did you say so?
specific feature on Joey. I
He
think he
is
just
just, you know.
a normal man,
Okay.
and yeah, and uh he doesn't have any specific behavior.
Okay. What about when Ross was hurting? So, can you still remember, when he mentioned that his advice to Ross is that he should be happy.
Oh,
He can go out, taste it different. Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, that's different
yes.
flavor
So
of ice cream.
this kind of
And what the
personality
Rose
or
need is
characteristics
cheap
of
joint
Joey, what can you
to
say
make
about
him
that?
happy.
So is that just a normal thing? Maybe it's just making fun of Ross, making a joke.
Um, mm, yeah, what he said was
Okay,
try
I get your
to
point.
comfort Rose and help him out to
Okay.
move on. So
Okay. He is a
I can
thoughtful
say that he is a
man.
thoughtful man.
Okay. Okay. Because I just handle, of course, I'm also discussing this to my other students, and I had an opportunity to teach one of Michelle's students. She's one of the advanced students. So it's the first time I handle a girl. But right now I have already a new student and she's a girl. So finally,
Mm-hmm.
because most of my students are guys. So I was able to know opinions of girls about this character. So see, I can actually um,
Okay.
uh, see the opinion, different side or different opinion of girls and boys or women and then men about the characters in the story.
Difference.
They said that Joey is a womanizer. Or no, womanizer is that Joey like
Womanizer,
had a
which
lot of
means women
girls
would
or
like him.
women. You know, he is into a lot of relationship with different girls. That's womanizer. But in your point, you mentioned that he is just a normal man and he doesn't have any
Oh,
specific behavior. But for girls, that particular behavior, or just to comfort Ross, they tend to
uh-huh.
judge Joey as a womanizer. Yeah, see? You can see the difference. Yeah, I'm actually learning. Wow. All
Oh,
right. So that's why I got your point here.
that's yeah, that's quite different.
So for you, he is a thoughtful man. Okay. Well, of course you're a man, so
Hmm.
definitely. Hmm, I
Oh, it's cool.
understand now. Okay. So you cannot really judge person. So for us girls, yeah, I admit if I say I heard those words from Joey,
Uh-huh.
I can say that he's also a womanizer. But on the man's side, he is not. See? See? So girls tend to be more judgmental.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now I know. So I need to
Yeah,
ask
you are
my
so
husband
strict.
first. Yeah, his idea. No, I mean, well, sometimes for me, let's say, um,
Well, yeah.
I
I
tend
would
to
like to
judge him
know what's
also.
his
I
opinion.
tend to fight him, or it's like a soft. It's not that fight. It's just a quarrel or like how do you call this? Mm, I'm sorry, I forget the English term, but in Tagalog we call that as tampo. So yeah, nagtatampo in Tagalog. It's like um how do you call this feeling? Hold on. Let
Tampo.
me just I'm sorry about that. So hold on, it's a bit slow. Okay, it's more of it's okay. This the English term it's more of uh, it's sulking. It's spelled as Sulking. Yeah. It,
Sulking.
I can't find a. It's like a bad temper, but not in a heavy mood. I mean, it's not that you're angry, but it's not that angry. Do you get the point there? Well, for me, it's actually me. If I don't know his side, I automatically behave like I you know
You mean
if
he
I'm cheerful, then
got
if
his
I don't
temper?
like what he've done, or it's like I saw something he done and it's not good for me, I tend to, let's say, refuse to talk to him, something like that. Okay, so it's more of a woman side. Is there, have you experienced that, to your girlfriend, suddenly maybe she's not talking to you and you don't
Oh,
know what's a
I
problem?
see.
So, what
Oh,
instance, when did you experience that kind of treatment from your girlfriend?
of course.
There. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I
But
did
you don't
something
know
wrong
about it.
and she didn't tell me. She
See,
just
those are
didn't want
actually
to.
women's side.
She just
Sometimes we just
ignored me and
automatically,
didn't talk to me.
think that you should know that you're the one who
Yeah,
did
and I don't know
something
why.
like that. So we tend to ignore you if you did something.
Yeah.
Exactly. So she's that kind of girl also. So she
Mm.
doesn't argue with you. She will just have a cold treatment. It's more, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
instead
But how
of
do you
arguing with me.
fix that kind of situation? Okay. In.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would keep asking her what's wrong with me and what did
Okay.
I
Do
do
you
to
often,
make you unhappy.
does your girlfriend often do that?
Yeah, and in the end, she would tell me. So I know then I have to apologize for it.
Okay. But then what kind of, things that she doesn't like that
Often
you've
do
done,
that. I
and
wouldn't say that, but
unknowingly
maybe
or unintentionally, that you did something
once
wrong?
or twice a month.
Yeah.
You mean what kind of behavior I did?
Mhm.
Let
Mhm.
me think. For example, uh,
Okay.
when when I was talking to her in the phone, and I did the other things in
Okay.
the same time, and yeah, she noticed it, and she knew I'm
Okay.
maybe playing on my
Okay.
game
Oh, I
in
can
the same
feel that.
time. Yeah,
I
then
can
she
I
started
I can feel what your
stopping
girlfriend
talk.
feels, you know.
Uh,
So I can relate
yeah, something
to your
like that.
girlfriend, in short. mm, okay. Well, of course, for girls, sometimes we want your attention because, like my husband, let's say
Yeah,
I'm
but I
saying
mean, I
something,
can
and it's
do
like
both
he's not
things in
paying
the same
attention,
time.
but he
Why
said
don't
I'm
you let
listening.
me do it?
Because of course, if you're talking to person, and then it's like he's doing something, or let's say he's watching TV, and then I kept on, hey, this is the problem, blah 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 blah, and so on,
Hmm.
and then it's like he's not listening. So there, I tend to get frustrated. You're not listening to me, then I'll just stop, and I will not continue. And then afterward, he will ask me then. Yeah, it's something like that. It's just simple, but then for us, we tend to be sensitive. Yeah, so you guys need to be sensitive. Be more
Okay, it seems
sensitive with
like
our
all the
feelings.
same situation.
Yeah, so dear. Okay. So again, those are side of a woman. But
Hmm.
of course, I know the side of a man now. Thank you for that information. Okay, next. Next character.
Yeah, I have learned.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I will check.
The last one, oh no, there was Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, a pretty girl who has no working experience, and
Was taking her friend's
she
advice
was taking
to cut
her
her
friend's advice to cut
credit
her
card
all credit cards
and
and
working now.
started working now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And started working now.
Okay, so here a pretty girl who has no working experience or who has no work experience and was taking her friend's advice to cut her credit cards and started working. Or you could just put it end the sentence here. She, you can say she took her friend's advice to cut her credit card and there started working now. Okay, next. Okay. What about Chandler? Mm-hmm.
Chandler, uh, he is a funny
Okay.
man. Uh, he often
Okay.
makes other laugh. I think he is a smart person.
Okay. Alright. Why did you say that he's a smart person?
Yeah, and I think he is a smart person
Mm-hmm.
because in episode 3, when everyone wants him to stop smoking, and
Okay.
he
Wow, you're already talking about episode 3.
successfully persuades others to accept
Okay.
his
No, based on
flaw,
first and
which
second
is
episode.
smoking.
How he acts. So still, he is a funny man, right? Okay. Okay. Well,
Because I
technically, I
just
haven't
watched it,
watched
so I have
episode 3
fresh
yet.
memory.
Yeah. So, um, I cannot give more input on that.
Yeah, still,
Okay,
yeah.
but it's fine. Thank you for sharing about it. So next, are we good? One,
Oh, really?
two,
Okay.
three, four, five, six. Yeah. So there are just 6 of. What about Paul? Let's just add Paul.
Okay.
Yeah. What can you say about him?
Paul, the white guy Paul.
Yes,
He is
he's
a
a liar,
good-looking guy, but
or he can be. He
he
is
seems like
taking advantage.
how to say that, a liar. Uh,
He is taking advantage of
yeah, he's taking advantage of women.
Weaknesses. You can actually say that. Women, yeah. Because if, let's say, like Monica, when Cole mentioned that I haven't had any um, sex for 2 years. So it's
Weakness.
like Monica tend to, try, it's like give in to what Paul mentioned, but it's just his line, just to persuade the women. So there, he's actually taking advantage of women's weaknesses, just for his own benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there. Because in episode 2, we have. Okay, so since we've already discussed episode 2, so we can add Carol. Carol is already
Yeah.
on in episode 2. So what can you say about Carol?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Carol. I think she is a nice woman. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and she respects
His
Rose
father
as her kid's father. So she asks
to
him if he
join
wanna join them
her family.
in her family.
Okay, so she respects Roy as her kids, or it's better if we say, yeah, kids or child. It's better to say child. To join her family, okay? In what way? Joining his family or her family.
Child.
Okay. What else? So, what is that kind of
To
um?
uh
So, okay.
take
So she
care of
respects Ross
her
as her
child
child's
together.
father, as her child, as their. It's actually should be their. Oh no. Her child's father too. Or it's more of making decisions. That's I should say. Right? So it's like Carol did not neglect Ross. But what she did is that she wanted to include Ross in making decisions. Right? Hello? Hello, Shaun? Hello? Hello, Sean? Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So what I'm saying earlier is that um, Carol respects Roy in a way that she wanted was tuitions for the child, right? So, like example, what is it? They're trying to make a decision.
Oh,
Yeah. So there.
okay.
So that's one of it. But um what are the advice of Ross' friends when he went to Carol's house?
Oh, yeah. The child's name.
I think Chandler had, specific advice to him, or I'm not sure if Chandler or Ross when they mentioned that um, it's already out of your responsibility. Yeah,
They
can you remember that
suggest
part?
him to
Because since
to
Carol
what?
already had
Um,
a partner, yeah, so there. So that's actually one of the advice of Ross' friends to him. But I think, what can you say about Ross?
oh,
Mm-hmm.
a
Yes.
bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, about this child thing. Well, if I'm in his shoes, I wouldn't join that uh, family because even I am the father, but I have no
Right.
relationship with the child yet.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah, I
I would
remember that
rather
was your answer
to
before.
let the child
Yeah, but then if the child is already had grown up,
unknown
you mentioned that
him
from there you can still
because the child
um,
already has
can
a
take the
complete
responsibility. I
family.
think that was his.
The child has the mother
Okay,
and
so
another mother.
good. Hmm. Nice. I just remembered something. So even though you're the father, so you will not
Hmm.
support the child, maybe financially.
Yeah,
Okay,
I am.
but based from you, no, it's a no. If the mother will not ask for it, then it's okay with you. Okay. Okay. Are you okay with that kind
Um,
of relationship?
no, unless the mother
The Carol
asks
and
me
her
and
partner.
she had problem with it. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. So maybe
Uh,
it's your fault. Why
am
she
I
turned
okay
that
with
way?
that? Yeah, I'm totally okay with that if the one is not my ex-wife
Okay.
or ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Um,
So, but then
yeah,
I think it's not yet accepted
because
in
it's so
Taiwan.
weird to see your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend suddenly becomes a
Then how
lesbian.
does,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
really unbelievable.
let's say a man or a guy,
Um,
or let's say wanted
yeah,
to become a girl or a gay.
well, it
So
makes
how
it
do
more
they show their
unbelievable.
feelings then? Since it's not yet accepted in Taiwan.
Yeah, not legally accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
they can still have their life because even
Okay.
it's not
What about have you
be
met
accepted in
someone?
legal, yes, but they can
So it's
still
the same
have
thing. I
their
mean,
own
I actually had
life. They can organize
a
their family
another.
and they can live together and they
Okay.
can
It's
do
the same
everything they
student who
want.
mentioned about Joey.
It's still
Joey
okay
is
because it's not
womanizer,
illegal
and then
because they
we also
didn't
talk
get
about
married.
this issue. Um, because parents in Taiwan, if they have sons and who turns out to be gay, but of course that's not accepted to some of the families or parents. So what they normally do is that they just hide their feeling, but deep inside, she's a girl, and
Hmm.
the problem there is that par- his parents is actually asking him when he will get married. So that's the problem, right? So how about you? Would you, let's say you
Of
have a
course.
son who wants to be gay, are you gonna approve that?
Mm. Yeah. Well, even I don't want to approve it, I think it would happen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I would rather let it be. I won't
So you will not forbid.
I won't try to stop
Okay.
it because the truth is if he is really that way, then you can never change it. So
Okay.
do you
Anyway,
still
because I actually have a lot of gay
why do you
friends.
still
And I miss
forbidden
them
him
because
to
they're very
do
funny, they're
anything?
fun to be with,
Yeah, it is
and
useless.
well, they are also very good. They're good. They're intelligent.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
even
And
I'm
those are,
disappointed, but
the factors
it
or the
just
reasons why
happens.
I like
You
gay
can't
friends also.
change it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So, we're good with the characters. I think in episode 3. Will there be any new characters who will come in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's good news. Alrighty, so definitely we're gonna
Mm.
discuss that next time. I'm gonna go ahead and send you the questions. Okay. Next, so let's go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and correct your. Let's see. Can you go ahead and read?
Yeah, Monica got a new boyfriend. Yeah. Yeah. I went to visit my friend in a hospital last Saturday. His wife just got birth on Friday, so they would stay there for a few weeks until her wife is getting better. I asked her how did she feel about the whole pregnancy since I was curious. She said that she often felt nausea at the beginning, but got used to it after a few months. However, as time went by, she started dreading to have surgery for getting birth. She behaved terribly and irritable before the day comes. Moreover, she even dreamed that she kept stopping in and out on the hallway of the hospital all night long. That's why her husband needed to be with her during that time. He had to calm her down and try to distract her
Okay.
attention
Wow.
from
Good
pregnancy
job.
phobia.
I like the idea here.
Also, she
So
had a
you
hard time
used a
during the
lot of
pregnancy. She
vocabulary
still
words.
got birth without any
So
problems.
let me just
Both
check it
mother
here.
and kid were healthy. I was
Marshall.
impressed by her of it. I
Is
can't
this
even
for real?
imagine what if I'm
I mean
pregnant
the
and all
story
of
you've
above
written.
situation happens on me. Thank
Okay.
God I'm a man, so I won't suffer from it.
Okay. So your friend is the woman.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So if you have, child someday, then definitely you could ask advice from them. Or your sister, right?
Part of that, my friend did got birth 2 weeks ago.
Okay. All right. So let me just check here. I went to this one.
Both of them.
Okay. Here, his wife just um, it's gave birth. Not got.
Yeah, of course.
So it's in the past. So it's gave.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I will take
Gave
her
birth
all her
on Friday or
baby
last
related
Friday.
stuff. Yeah.
So they would stay there for a few weeks until her wife gets better.
Gave not give birth. Okay. Gave.
I asked her how. I asked her how did she feel about the whole pregnancy since I was feeling. Mm-hmm. Okay, so dreading, that's the word, to have surgery. So did she deliver the baby in a normal normal delivery, or she had a cesarean section? Okay. Why? What's the reason? Why did she had a cesarean section? Mm, the position. Yeah, the position. It's not location. Yeah, position of the baby is not right. So it must can be breech baby.
Yeah.
They call that breech baby. If let's say, yeah, the head of the baby it's not, downward. It's okay. At first, my first baby, my daughter, her position is that way. So I was advised that I might have a cesarean section. But
Like
eventually, nearing 9 months,
position, yeah.
her position changes.
Okay, position.
Yeah. So sometimes it takes time um, before the baby's position will,
Mm-hmm.
go to the proper place.
Bridge
But
place.
then for me, what happened is that my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
water bag broke, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel anything. I mean, if you're about to give birth, you will, they call that you are laboring.
Oh, so.
Yeah. But then I never felt any pain.
Mm-hmm.
And since my water bag broke, so it's like they can no longer perform a normal delivery. That's why they need to had me in a cesarean section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's also difficult, or the disadvantage if the water broke, because of course it's hard for the baby to go out if there is no fluid that will help for the
Mm.
baby to come out. Yeah, that's actually the purpose of it. Okay, so she started dreading to have surgery. You can just omit this. Have
Mm.
surgery. She behaved twirly and irritable before the day comes. Moreover, she even dreamt. What are the other vocabulary words do we have?
Oh,
So there's the
I see.
of the holiday all night long. That's why
Mm.
that's
Okay.
okay. Although she had a hard time during the pregnancy, she still gave birth without any problems, both mother and child. Because when we say kid it's already considered as toddler, 2 years old. Yeah, yeah. But for child, it's more of like, or you could say both mother and a baby. Yeah, baby, it's more, yes, exactly. We're healthy. I was impressed by the experiences. By her experiences. You could just delete this. And
Okay, I see.
all of above situation, all of the above
Oh, yeah, maybe.
situation happens to me. Thank God
Suitable.
I am a man, so I will not suffer from it. Okay. Alrighty. So good. Nice. So how many vocabulary words you've used? Okay. Not bad. See, you were able to construct a paragraph wherein you could use the vocabulary words we've discussed. Well, yes, exactly. Well, technically, what we have discussed or the vocabulary words you've added here are more on, the pregnancy thing. That's why it's actually easier for you to remember. And well, the idea
One,
here
two,
is that
three, four,
um,
five.
your topic, because of course it's hard, to think of a topic that you can use this vocabulary words. Well, it's a good thing you were able to think about it.
Yeah, and it helps me to remember them.
So your friends help you to think more about it. So
Yeah.
okay, good. See, so it's just or a few errors, but you're almost there. It's just the errors you
Yeah.
you had, or got instead of gave. So
Yeah.
you're not yet used to it. like you mentioned. But then we already I think I've
Yeah.
already mentioned about this before in a gate birth. Okay. Alrighty. So good. So we will gonna go ahead and discuss episode 3. That's gonna be next Wednesday. So I'll just gonna go ahead and send you a copy of the questions. Oh, you do? Okay, well, I can't remember. I have
Yeah.
a lot of students. So alrighty, so that's it
Mm.
for now. Do you have any questions for me, Shaun? Okay, you're welcome. Thank you too, and have a
Mm.
great evening. Have a great weekend also. Good night. Bye now.
Okay. Oh, you already sent me. I received it. Yeah. Of course. Okay. No, thank you. Okay, good night. Bye.